Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing, as you could probably guess, head measurements. So for me personally, I take 3 measurements for my clients when I'm making a custom unit for them. So we're going to get and just jump right into it. So you're going to take your tape measure, and of course you're going to use the inch side. So we're going to take it, and then the first measurement that we're going to do is going to be circumference. So this is how I do mine. This is where I like my wig to lay. So we'll take this silver thing right here, try to have it in the middle, and just bring it around right behind the back of the ear, and then again behind the back of the ear forward, and then wherever the tape measure lands, when it lands on this silver part, that's gonna be your circumference. So for me, which I already knew, 21. So that's my circumference, 21. Okay. Next, we're gonna do from the nape all the way to the hairline. So I like for my wigs to lay, because I have a big forehead. I have a big forehead. I like for my wigs to lay a little bit before that, so it makes my forehead smaller. So we're gonna measure again. We're gonna use the silver part. We're gonna hold it right here, and we're gonna measure. All right. So I want you guys to be able to see back here. So I already know my measurements. I know I should either be a 12.5 or 13. So let's see if I was right. Again, look how I lay that right there. I lay it a little bit below, just a little bit, and 13. So 13, see that? So circumference 21 from where I like my wig to lay, hairline to nape, 13. And now we're gonna do ear to ear. So we're gonna take again this silver piece right here, and I place it like right here, right? Then I bring it around like that, lay it like this, so it should look like that. See guys, it should look laid like that, and then I bring it here. And what am I again? What does this say? Let's take it off, and it's a 13. So sometimes I've noticed from the hairline to nape and the ear to ear, sometimes it's about the same measurement. Maybe it could be off by a ½ inch, but I've noticed that a lot. So this is a 21-inch blockhead. This is the circumference. This is what my head looks like, basically. Okay, so this is just how I do it. So when I'm putting on the dome cap, right, we're gonna measure. I take the tape measure, the silver part, right? I'll bring it about like, let me pin it down to show you. I'll start right here. I'll have the dome cap like started like right here, or right before, maybe like where the T-pin is, right? And bring it back. And remember, I said I was 13 from hairline to nape. So 13 inches, this is what it would look like. It would be about right here. Sometimes, I don't know, it's weird for me. Doing wigs on the 21-inch blockhead is so weird for me. I've made a wig for myself, and it was a little bit too small, like when I first started out. Like so doing machine wigs, everything has to be super accurate. So because you don't want to give somebody a wig that's too little. So I at least would do like, so I'm 13, right? I would do 13 and a half. I would bring it down just a little bit more, just to be on the safe side, because then you add the combs back there. At least I add the combs back there. You just want it to be fitted, you know? You don't want it to be like rising up, or they're like pulling it down and then this is all up. Like, you don't want that. So I would either do, yeah, probably 13 and a half or 14. You can't go wrong. To me, honestly, you can't go wrong. But that's as far as I would bring it out. I wouldn't go past 14. So this is what it's gonna look like, and this is how you're gonna stretch the cap. So for me, I would take the ear to ear measurements, so that I know like where to place like the bands, like for the frontal wigs, because the closures is pretty simple to place the elastic band, but for the frontals it could be a little tricky. So that's why I take sometimes with the frontal wigs I take the ear to ear measurements. So that's how I do my measurements. I hope this was super helpful. So I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. I know it could be like hard and kind of tricky with measurements. When I first started out doing my wigs on the machine, I was like super nervous, especially with taking measurements, because I didn't want to like screw up and then maybe the client, you know, because they're not always in front of you. So I didn't want them to take the wrong measurements and then give it to me, and then the wig doesn't fit, and then I'm like looking crazy. So you just got to take your time. Videos like this could help you explain to the client or for yourself how to, you know, take measurements. Make sure that if you do have a client and you're telling them and they're not in front of you and you're not doing it for them, make sure that their hair, of course, is like flat, because you can't take these measurements and your hair is like out or in an afro. Like, it's even maybe if you could you do that, maybe if you had your hair out and it's like, you know, out, and then you part it down the middle, right, and then you take your, maybe you could do that, right? That's possible. But honestly, for me, I don't want to chance it, so I would prefer, you know, maybe have your hair braided down, even if it's in 4 big braids, or maybe even 2 flat braids, or a whole bunch of braids, and then you have your cap down. You want to make sure you have like accurate, like the proper right measurements when you're doing custom units, because if not, it'll be too small, too big, and it's just gonna suck for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed, I hope you guys learned, and comment down below. Please subscribe, share this video, and comment down below other videos that you're interested in seeing regarding wig making, plucking, bleaching, anything. Just comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see from me and your thoughts on this video. Bye.